Snoo. There was more, but haven't recorded as much as I should have for Macho Life. This is actually my first recording of it for this week. So that's cool. Finals week. I told myself I was going to get it out on time. Instead, it's going to be probably my latest Macho Life yet. Oh boy. Good job, me. And all the cold is starting to stop up one side of my nose. Not even both sides, just one side. It's kind of annoying. So excuse me if I sound kind of sick. I promise I'm not sick. I'm just a little bit stuffed up on one side of my nose. So yeah. Excuse me. Anyways, this last week was finals week. Finals week went good. I think I ended my semester with 3 A's and 2 B's. They were high B's, so my GPA should be a really good one. It won't be the best one ever, but hey, it should be at least from the math I did, it should be at least a 3.5. So thumbs up to that. The classes do get harder the longer you're in college, so that's cool. But then again, you also get more intelligent, so really the only reason it gets harder is because you have less time to do things, or maybe they require more time to work on them. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It's all time-based. I know that much. And then, there's still stuff that's hard about it, but there's other stuff that it's like, oh, I'm actually way smarter than I thought, and you can actually do it, so that's cool. But yeah, finals went good. My little brother it was our first home basketball game against Dadeville. Dadeville's usually pretty good. They're supposed to be really good this year. But we beat them, and we hadn't won a game. The year before, my little brother was a freshman in high school. His 8th grade year, the high school did not win a game. The boys didn't win a game. The girls did, but the boys did not. So that was the first time we won a game in a while, and that was awesome. My little brother scored the last 8 points of the game. I think he had more than 8 points, though. But yeah, he was the last 8 points of the game. So we would have won by only I don't know, 15 or something. It was somewhere in the teens, but won by 20 something, I think. So that was really cool to beat Dadeville and to win. And it was a really good game. It was the freshmen, the three freshmen who usually start, or they take turns starting, stuff like that. Did a really good job that game. We have my little brother Talon, we have his friend Arlo, and we have his friend Eliab. Really all the freshmen, because there's more than just those three. Those three are just the ones that start. And it usually switches between Talon and Eliab. Arlo always starts because Arlo's a really good basketball player. That's why we beat Dadeville. Because Arlo had like 30-some points. He was just popping threes all night. It was like crazy awesome. It was really cool. It was an awesome game to watch because Dadeville's usually one of those good sport teams who's also really good. Well, they're most of them are. There's usually 1 or 2 bad apples in the crowd, but it's all good. It happens, people are gonna get mad. But the kids are all, from what I could tell, they're all pretty good sports about it. There's one really good player that they have that Talon and Eliab had to guard the entire night. One of them was guarding him the entire night, while everybody else played the normal defense. Because we usually play a zone, but we had one guy on him the entire night, sometimes 2 people. And that was crazy because it was like, let's see, yeah, he was really tall, he was skinny, but he was fast and he was strong. He could shoot and he could just go in there and just put the ball in like no problem. That's why we had people on him the entire time. But it was funny because we had Eliab or Talon. Eliab was really small, he's a short guy, and Talon's not the tallest guy ever, but Talon's almost my height now, so he's getting up there. So really, it was like the two, like the 2 shortest kids on the team, were the ones guarding the tallest guy on their team. So that was pretty funny to watch, but we played some good D on him because they kept him under 20 points. That was the goal. Keep him under 20 and we will probably win the game. They kept him at 18 points. And and most of his points were from free throws and breakaways. It's just like boom, like he'd grab the ball, he'd steal the ball from over there when we were on offense, and he'd just run down the court and take off, just put a layup in. Those were like all of his points right there. But yeah, we had Arlo just making shots just constantly. It was super cool, super awesome to watch. We had Elion popping a few threes. He made some twos, and then finally, towards the end of the game, Talon finally gets warmed up. It's pretty true for all the freshmen, but especially for Talon. Talon needs to play a game before he plays a game. He needs to play a full game before he gets warmed up for another game. You know, the second game will be where he's like, boom, you know, he's doing his stuff. That's why it's like, oh, fourth quarter is whenever he went in and scored 8 straight points. He just like, here's a 3, here's a quick little run in there. Oh, his 2-pointer was awesome because he ran in there and he like threw his arms around the people to where he had to like, you know, he would have went for a normal shot, but he had to bring it around to the side and pop it up, and boom, swished it, and he made some free throws too. That's why he had 8. I think it was, I don't even know how many free throws he had exactly, but it was really cool to see the last part of that. And then of course Talon, Elov, and Arlo had a bunch of steals. They each had a few steals, so total was a lot of steals. And they were getting rebounds even too, those 3, so that was cool. Yeah, Arlo was just on fire. Eliab was doing a good job defensively and, you know, stealing the ball and stuff like that. And he scored some, and then same for Talon. It was like, yeah, it depends on the group of people that's out there. You get the right group of people out there and the right 5 players, and our team does great. That's just because that's just how they're used to playing, and that's how it needs to continue. That's how it needs to stay. In all honesty, it needs to be like that for us to do good. So, you know, that's cool. But man, they worry me with their passing sometimes, and that's all Golden City seems to ever do is pass the ball. We constantly pass the ball, pass. But that's because we have like no height. We're all pretty short, and for some reason don't know how to drive in. That we don't have anyone who really does that very much, so that kind of sucks. How long have I been recording? Okay. Well, anyways, this one's going to be really short, Macho Life. Just wanted to talk about that basketball game and stuff like that. And I worked one day this weekend. It snowed. It iced. I got home fine. It was like an hour drive. Cleaning off ice off my truck, that sucked. But I got home fine, no problem, easy, not a problem at all. It was like I don't know. It was like a 45-minute drive, but it took me an hour because I had to clean ice off of my truck, all that good stuff. And watched some stuff, mostly YouTube videos, catching up on my favorite YouTubers' videos, stuff like that. Played some video games with friends, but mostly did final stuff, just finals. You know, so it was finals week, so not much going on besides like that kind of stuff. Watched a basketball game, watched stuff online, played video games, and did finals. That was my week. But next week, since it's the first week of winter break and Christmas and stuff like that, that Macho Life should be much more interesting. Plus, I'm finally going to be rearranging my game room a little bit and getting stuff set up in a new cool way, and stuff that I ordered should be coming in. I'll show you guys all that if I remember to and all that.